Morning, everyone, and welcome back. This is From the Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings Online. And in this particular stream, we're going to be working again on my High Elf Mariner. It's the brand new class that was introduced to the game with the Brain Just Went Dead Corsairs of Umbar expansion that was made available for pre-purchase this week. If you do the pre-purchase, you can create a Mariner class character right now. So we did that earlier this week, and we've been working on him. And it is a very fun class, rather complex. The combo system and the traits and everything make a huge difference, and it's not a just get in there and click the buttons and woo, you beat everything class. This takes some work, and I am still working on that. So I'm level 30 right now, and we're going to continue our trek up to level 50 and see how far we get today. So if you would, over on Twitch, please hit the follow. And if you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. Both completely free to do and makes me smile. Also, follow me over on Twitter at Frone the Gnome. As the kids call it these days, the X. Go to the X and follow me. Oh, we've got a mob immediately. Before I could do anything. Alright. So one of the things that I think I did wrong, because I got a little frustrated last night. Not going to lie, I got a little frustrated. Was doing great throughout the day. Then I pushed myself. I was wanting to get levels, wanting to hurry up, and get up there to 50. And I went to areas that I think that I shouldn't have gone. And I was skipping the story and not getting the gear and all this good stuff. And got myself in over my head. Pretty sure that's what went wrong. So we are going to backtrack a little bit. First off, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that. Where are we at right now? Let's go head over to... Actually, we're not going to use the horse. That just takes too long. I don't want y'all to have to sit around and wait on that. Let's go here. How's everybody doing? It is Saturday morning. I don't have my coffee yet today. And I didn't eat breakfast. But I was too excited about getting in here and playing on the Mariner some more. So, yeah. Whoops, I always forget that it puts the stable master right underneath you. Yeah, I want to go to Bree. Oh, no. Oh. Where did I see that guy before? There was one here. I'm pretty sure there was one here. Pull this up. Looking for the level difficulty guy because I want to turn in a quest. I'm maxed out on my tokens of hero or heroic. You know what I'm trying to say. The brain is not working. Now, thinking that there's one here, just don't recall where it hangs out at. We're going to get on our mount and just ride around a little bit and see if we can figure that out. And at the same time, we've got a whole bunch of inventory cleanup we need to do as well. Actually, not a whole lot. Oh, while I said we're going to look around, ride around, look around, guess what I wasn't doing while I was riding? Looking around. Because I was looking at my inventory. Didn't figure it'd be over here, but I wanted to come look anyway. May just go to Mossford because I know exactly where he's at there. Go to Mossford and get it over with. You know what? I know where I can get it. Comb. That's right. It's Comb's right over by us, so we'll go to Comb. But as you can see here, tokens heroism 60 of 60, so I'm maxed out on it. I need to go spend them. Or go turn them in is what I mean to say. I missed my turn for Comb, didn't I? It's early. I mentioned that I haven't had my coffee yet, right? Oh, we've stopped. That wasn't me. It's stopped on its own. There it goes. There's the guy that kicks the cart nonstop. Kick that cart. Kick that cart. Again, the server's not letting me go forward. It's not me stopping it. There it goes. It's not like I specifically wanted to stop there and talk to the guy that kicks the cart. The server decided I needed to, so that's what I did. Can't decide if I like having the instrument showing on my back, or if I prefer, where's that, not having it show. I really like that look, but that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of a cool factor. He's not, as a mariner, he's not like a minstrel that plays the instrument all the time, but apparently he does play an instrument. So that is what you put in your ranged slot. So I decided to... where is he at? Oh yeah, he's back over this way, Marquette. So I decided to put that visual on there just because technically they play an instrument. So the only time I see him play an instrument is when I do that one hill song I have. We're almost there. There he is. Okay, so there's the land difficulty person. And we have a quest that I had taken before. It's going to use up some of my tokens. What do we got right now? We have 60. So now it takes us down to 40. So it only used up 20. And can you take the first
Could I
one
speak
again?
with you a moment?
Oh yeah, good, because I can get rid of more of those. That'll be great. And this
Stay
one takes 30. That'll take up all 40. It's perfect. So turn in
How
the
can
30.
I be of service?
And let's turn in the 10.
What do you need?
There we are. Our tokens are completely spent now. Perfect. Now let's look at his barter items.
What can I do for you?
We have 32 hero marks. I believe that's what they're called. Hero's mark, yeah. Path of Valor token. Using this item grants 500 reputation with Path of Valor. Yeah, okay. Restores 10% max morale. Yeah, okay. Elixir of Heroism. Doubles drop rate for tokens of heroism. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is really the only reason to do it is you get some emotes. Let's see something. Let's go. Oh, it's actually, nope, it is down here. Collections, there it is. Let's put this right over here, and let's take a look at some of these. They're called Epic. There we are. Epic coin flip seems really cool. I don't have enough for that yet. That's not, sorry. Or is it hero pose? Oh, hero pose. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough for that yet. An epic lecture. Wow. Okay, let's see. The two that I can afford is Shiver and Succumb. Where are those at? Succumb. And Shiver. Okay. We're going to just take the top one. Hold it. Do we not have... Do we only have... Oh, no. What? Why can't I buy that? Moat Shiver Epic. Right there. I have 32. It says 30. Why can't I buy that? Do I not have the reputation for it or something? Honestly, don't see it telling me the reason why. I have it. That's. Do not understand. Okay. Okay, I think I do understand now. It is reputation based. It wasn't telling me that it was reputation based, but that's what it appears to be. It's Paths of Valor. We are stalwart, it would appear, and that's all we can get in stalwart. Okay. Daring will be when we can get our first one, and we're pretty far off. Alright, it was worth a shot, but at least we converted our hero marks so that we can start collecting more of them. Yeah, just took us into stalwart. An interesting thing that they have that right there, like as if there should be other tabs. Let's go ahead and grab our stuff. So our silver hobbit gift gave us 20 whole virtue. Man, whew, hold me back. Our gold hobbit gift gave us 50. Oh my god, that was totally worth the gold. No comment. Just no comment. Oh man, I am going to make some changes to this. The yellow I'm adding in at this level isn't really doing anything for me. I'm going to put that back into more damage here on the red. I do want to keep this hill. The hill is very nice. I'm going to respec this. We want straight up damage. First off, I'm going to take these dots. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to go ahead and take it. This is our best damage addition at this point because it goes to all of our sword plays. Then this is going to add straight damage. We need dodge. Lead. We need this to be available as soon as possible. So, and Okay, now let's fix our hotbar. I need... What is this called? Dodge. I need a dodge right here that'll give me my speed buff. This was cut over. I'm going to go back to using... Where's my thrust? Thrust into advance doesn't bleed, and I'm hoping that works in the sweeping advance. Really not sure. But I like opening up with thrust. When I made the change yesterday, I didn't like how that affected it. I like opening up with thrust. Then go to blade shield into riposte, riposte into thrust again. The reuse time is 0.5. It should be enough time. And then thrust into sweeping advance, which should give it the dot. And then from sweeping advance, so I'm just going to have to... I know I was talking about memory muscle yesterday and this being an issue, but I just can't deal with that. I trained myself on doing this way, and I've got to go back to it because it was messing with me. This one will actually make cut over do more damage, so we want cut over right here, and we'll go with our corruption removal on control 1. Then we have a couple extra damages. Actually, we'll put this one 8. Roll 5 will be our restable, not restable, it's sea legs. Roll 2 will be our ranged. And we have on guard. Okay. That looks good to me. Now, let's actually go do some content. Check our... Yep. And, whoops, my bad. I'm hitting things. Here we are. We're currently working on honor. It's 4 of 15, so we're good there. Our 20 and 50 bonus virtue we got didn't harm us. we're A-okay there, you know what I mean? Let me get this get my keypad set up in a good place where I can use it. That should work right there. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go do some questing content, basically.
Greetings.
Take it nice and easy today. I got it right there. Are those the same? Yep, good. Nothing else special there. Let's look at his vault and see if I threw anything in here from the beginning. Nothing that's going to make any difference. All right.
What do you need?
I need a ride out to Forsaken Inn. This is going to be a rather long ride, so I'm going to go make some coffee, and I will be back shortly. I'm back. Good morning to those joining us. Ah, oi, yeah, glasses are filthy. Second, there we are. I can see again. All right, so I am from Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings online. This is my Mariner. He's a high elf Mariner. He's level 30, and we've gone out to a lower level area, granted, but it's a place I enjoy doing some questing. We're just going to do some relaxing questing today and get some levels at the same time. We are in the Lone Lands at the Forsaken Inn. Let's see that. Replace. I am red spect
Might I take a moment of your time?
with one rank in blue over here, just so I could get this hill. Everything else is in red. So these are all going to be gray quests to
I'm
us, but we're
sure it
going
will
to
do
take
no
them
good, but
just for the heck
may
of
I
it.
speak with you? I don't know if you can help me. I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
What can I do for you? Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Might I take a moment of your time?
You might.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
I think we
I'm
are
sorry
speaking.
to trouble you, but will you help me?
I'm already
I'm
helping you.
sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Would you do something for me?
All these people are very
Oh, it's a shoddy day.
I don't know, negative. Hmm. I don't know if I want to go back and do that one or not. I'm going to pass that one up. All right, let's get that going. Get us some more virtue. Woo, nice and hot. Just made it. Folgers coffee. All right, we got lots of places to go. Let's go that way. Or actually, that way. Turned around ever so slightly. Sinuses are bugging me. My eyes are watering today. I'm a little behind on my crafting, so I do need to spend time while we're out here harvesting. What I've been doing on him, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to continue, but for right now what I'm doing on him is I put one empty large crafting carry-all in his inventory and one empty task carry-all. The idea being that I would just use what he collects. So far I've been doing that. But like I said, I don't know that I will continue that forever. Highly unlikely. So we got a Goblin Slayer deed, which always is awesome. I like my Slayer deeds. Anytime that I can just mindlessly sit back and slaughter bunches of mobs, I like that. After a long day at work, it's nice to sit back, find a camp, and just start destroying some baddies. Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about the found quest items out here in Lonelands. Oh, he would be ranged. Do y'all enjoy going back and doing old content like this? That's, you know, you're grayed out on the content as it is for the quest, at least. I find that relaxing sometimes. Like last night, I was playing and I was rushing, trying to get levels on him. I wasn't keeping up with my gear. I wasn't doing anything correctly, and I was getting super frustrated. And became a negative Nancy and started whining. And so this morning, I was like, you know what? I just want to go do something fun, something relaxing. Y'all ever do that? Another Slayer dude. Oops. That was fast. About to grab another Slayer deed, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a little bit of lag. Didn't get my move done. Still not doing it. There we are. Quest item. Okay. I find the lag to be a lot less noticeable if I play early in the mornings like this. At this point, I do kind of believe that the lag is hardware. Because the more people that get online, the worse it gets, the more noticeable, the more you see it happening. I can see it being highly complex what's doing it, you know. I'm not discrediting that, but I do kind of feel like if they threw a lot more hardware at it, it possibly could get a lot better. But don't know that they would spend that kind of money on a 16-year-old game. if it had, millions of players, subscribers, yeah. But where it's at right now, I don't see them doing that. I would imagine that they're probably using a server farm. It's a virtual server farm, and spins up as it needs them, and is probably shared with DDO and anything else. And of course, I am talking out my butt, so don't think that I know what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't do the gold. Okay, I was sitting there waiting for it to start, and oh, it said don't have proper training. Where am I at? Did I go way past? Certainly did go way past where I thought I was headed. My bad. Let's mount up. Right up there's where I'm headed. Oops, helps if I get off the mountain before I try to attack. We're not in Rohan. Alright, here's where I was wanting to get to.
Stay and hear me out. I'll not be ignored. Will you let me speak my piece?
I don't think
I'll
I've
not be
ignored you
ignored.
or kept you from speaking your piece that whole time.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Yes?
Might I speak with you a moment?
Yes? Signature mobs. No, oh god. Didn't realize that was down. There, got both of my hills off. Hey, how you doing today? Just playing my Mariner. Ah, darn thing. I use land difficulty 3 fearless, and that makes these guys a little tougher, which is why fighting over here in the signature, even though I'm fighting lower level mobs than me, they're actually doing pretty good damage. Might get some DLC on this. Select it just didn't have a lot to do with DLC. DLC? You mean the expansion? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it just came out, or not just came out. Wrong wordings. It just came available for pre-purchase this week. And I really like the Mariner. You know, I think it's a fascinating class. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell people that it's the easiest thing in the world, because it's not. It is a complex class. You want easy, there's nothing against it, have nothing against it whatsoever. Champion and Hunter. But if you want some complexity, and having to try to figure out how to play it and do the rotations and everything, this is a good option right here. Not nearly as complex as the Warden, but pretty close. Okay, let's go ahead and throw our heal before we go in here. At least it isn't the Shadow Walker on this one game. The rotations had to be perfect. Yeah. Yep. It's not quite that bad. Although I was handily getting my butt handed to me on a silver platter when I was trying to kill mobs that were 2 and 3 levels above me over in near Evendem, just south of Evendem. That was when I realized that I hadn't upgraded my gear since like level 10. Because I was just killing him. I wasn't running quests or anything. I was just getting tons of experience. Which is really easy to do. Hold on one second. Because on this character with the expansion, I got this earring that's giving me 25 experience gain. I've got this pocket item from the last expansion that's giving me 25% experience gain. Plus, they've got 25 experience gain from Gift of Helmet, whatever, and Gift of Umbar. Okay, my bad. Those are the ones, the items that I have on. Yeah, those are the items. Okay, so those two. So we got 50% right there. Plus, isn't this a bonus weekend? Yeah, welcome back weekend. There's another 25. So there's 75% from that. So my experience was flying on this character. Literally flying. Whoops, wrong button. Don't be ranged. He's ranged. Trying to coax him away from the other mobs. So anyway, what I was trying to get at was that I was flying through the levels and not really paying attention and trying to make him a good character. I was just watching the experience bar go across, which is never a smart thing, honestly. Did it do its thing? I must have missed my combo on that hill. Oh, I think we're getting a little lag. That's what's going on. My combo failed. What expansions does 1499 get? I'm really not sure. Ah, come on. The server's so lagged it won't let me finish this guy. He died on his own. Oh man, moments like that, you're just like, come on. Alright, Let me see, I got a heal potion here, don't I? Yeah, I'm gonna put that right there. Man, all of a sudden the server's gone into mega lag mode. So I can't really do anything. And as a class that uses combos, that is deadly. It is very hard to, I mean, that can be very bad for me is what I'm trying to get at, but my brain won't say the right words. This could be potentially bad if the server lags while I fight these two. Let's go into it with buffs ready at the beginning. There we are. Of course, he's going to run out of my line of sight. Come on, please swing. Alright, got myself heal off. You know, I think I understand what you were saying now. $14.99. You're talking about older expansions. I get it. Now, I am not an expert. The first to point that out. I am not an expert on what you get for free. But I've been told that you get a lot of content from all the way up to level 95. So some of that you may be buying may not be necessary, but do not take my word on that. I do not know. Oh, he knocked me out. And I forgot to hit my button to get unknocked out. You know what I need to do one of these days is I need to start me a free account and play on it some so that I would be able to know, to let y'all know that when y'all ask what you get and so forth and what you should get and so on. A good idea for a series that I can start up. I agree. I don't have a lot of good ideas, but every once in a while I get lucky. Yeah. I understand that. Sometimes I'm like, as I get older, I'm like, what the hell am I thinking? Granted, don't get me wrong, I don't know to the extent of what you're talking about. I'm sure that's much worse. But I definitely, one of the things as I'm getting older is I have the memory of a gnat and it's getting worse. It took him a while to die, but he died nonetheless. Never played the Warden up very far because it's highly complex, and like I said, my memory is horrible, so keeping up with what to click when and where to make what combo happen was not going to happen. But dealing with these small combos. Just everything, really and truly, everything's a combo on the Mariner. It's 2-button combos because everything affects the next thing more or less. Dealing with that and running into server lag, like right there. After dealing with that, I'm like, I can imagine how horribly difficult it's got to be to do the Warden's combos with the server lag. That's got to be almost impossible. I'm getting some lag here today. It's almost to be expected, and the reason I say that is this is the first weekend after the pre-purchase, so a lot more people are going to be on playing this weekend than normal. So it's going to be a lot more drain on the servers, and we all know what happens when the servers get busy. Oh, what? I hope I didn't make that seem bad. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Sorry. It'd be all like, F you, man. Right. Did I get all the boxes? Yeah, I did. Okay, I did get all the boxes. Let's slide down this cliff here and do the spiders. You know, when I'm playing these games, or these older expansions, and I mention how things work or say stuff like that, you know, like, oh, and I gotta go do this and I gotta do that, and if you do this, blah blah blah. You know, I've had some people on the forums act like I'm wasting the time. It's like, why was you telling us stuff we all figured out long ago? And it's like, you know, I don't think those people realize they're not the only people in the world. There are people that haven't played these games. Trying to get myself back towards center. I'm a little off balance. There we are. I was able to use my finisher, which allowed me to use the my recenter. But I was having to be careful on that one. I was getting close to being off kilter. I didn't know that. I have not heard that. I mean, Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14 FFXIV both do PC and console and have for many years, so I know it's doable. I've seen people say before that you can't do that on a controller. There's not enough buttons, but that's not true. The way that Final Fantasy does it is you hold down one of the triggers or bumper buttons while hitting one of the other buttons. It puts you into a different set, like a different hotbar set, while you're holding that bumper or trigger down. So it's perfectly doable. I would say the only thing that you have to be aware of is some games just have an inordinate amount of buttons, abilities. And this game getting pretty close. Almost too many abilities in my mind, which I'm sure will trigger somebody somewhere. Actually, no. The bird that you see on my shoulder is part of I think it was the. You know, I get it wrong all the time. Let me just go to the website and find the name rather than guessing like I do every single time. Um, where is the? Here it is, pre-purchase now. It is the ultimate fan bundle. You get a parrot pet. And part of that parrot pet, I should say, it's not just the parrot pet. I also have a parrot pet that I can pull out. Is a visual one that sits on your shoulder. And because of the level of technicality involved in making it fly away, animate, and all that kind of stuff, they literally had to make it an inventory item. So you can see it's taking up my shoulder slot and it has no stats on it at all. It was a technical limitation they ran into from what they said on the forums. So I have it on there because I visually think it's freaking awesome. And but if I was higher level and needed the stats, I definitely would have an actual shoulder item in that slot. Yeah, the hunter. Yeah, hunter. Why does my brain have a difficulty with that? I have lots of friends on this game. I am on the Gladden server. We run a kinship over here, so if you're looking for a kinship, feel free to create a character over here. Pretty much any of the servers you choose in Lord of the Rings Online, they all have really good communities. People in Lord of the Rings Online tend to be a lot nicer, I've found, than in other MMOs. It's a little odd, but it's true. Wow, they poisoned me up pretty good there. Pretty cool. It's a fun game. It really is a fun game. Alright, so we got Spider Slayer Deed. Did you read any of the books? It's a lot of good lore to go along with this. We got 2 of them. Nice. Where's that? Did I pass it? Oh, this is right next to me. Didn't look to my right. Alrighty. Stormy day here in the Lowlands. Oops. Uh-oh. There it goes. Nope. Lagging out again. Kind of like this rotation of setup working. Granted, don't get me wrong, I'm fighting much lower level mobs than myself here, so not like I'm just destroying everything here. I mean that like it's hard while I'm destroying everything here, but I'm just saying I like this rotation I set up with these abilities. Works more to my liking. I see you hiding there, Mr. Wolf. Alright, we'll fight him first. There's one. Okay, nothing up here. Let's go back down, go to the other side. Okay. Basically what that means is I've got all those. Some of these older quests have some issues with the fact of like, see how this is glowing here? But when I go to pick this up, I'll get that right there. Which means I could loot those items. I don't need to. I've finished the requirements on gathering for that quest. But for some reason it still shows them and they glow and all that, so you think you need it. But, you know, this content is like 15 or 16 years old. Likelihood of them revisiting it and fixing old things like that is not very high. Alright, cool. wolf here. This is something on my map. I'm not going to pick up any more of those. I'm on the Gladden server. Ooh, another one right there. Yeah, we're not going to pick up those anymore. Do need some more wolves, I believe. Still some more. There's one. That took care of it. We'll kill this one just for the heck of it. Yeah, I wouldn't post that on there. That's the sort of thing that I wouldn't make available to others to see. Because somebody might want to come hack you. No reason why they would want to do that, but there's a lot of bad people in this world, so I wouldn't put information like that out there. Yeah, just a lot of bad humans in the world. You have to protect yourself. Never let anybody know your real name. Never let anybody know your address. Never let anybody know your phone number or let them know your email address. No matter how much they may seem like nice people or have good intentions, never, ever, ever. On the internet, you are anonymous. You should always be anonymous. Best word of advice for anybody dealing with the internet is go into it with the belief that every single person you run into out there is out to get you. Because unfortunately, there's more bad people than there are good on the internet. Cool. Get in there and play through the tutorial and check it out, see what you think of it. My suggestion is to make one of every class. Just play them all. Play them all up to level 10. When you find a few of them that you enjoyed playing up to level 10, play those same ones up to level 20. And keep going up like that, narrowing it down until you find a class that really speaks to you. All of the classes in the game are really unique in how they work. So I definitely would suggest trying them all. Okay, we got our advanced Goblin Slayer deed. Run back over here and turn a quest in and get some more.
It's a sorry day.
It's not really that sorry. I wouldn't say it's a sorry day. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Woe to me! I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Alright, we finished all of her quests.
How can I be of service?
I'm gonna take some stuff, so we're not gonna put UC sounds to replace what we have.
I'm sorry. Did you need
A
something?
little too low on these items, honestly, so yeah.
It's a sorry
I
day.
want to take the Taylor scroll.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
No, I'm trying to help you.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
We've been over this before. And he'll give me the repeatable again, but
I'm
this one's
sorry to
not,
trouble
so we'll
you,
take
but-
this one.
Will you help me?
It's a sorry day.
Take the Taylor one, and she'll give a repeatable. I think she does. Let me make sure.
I'm sure it will do no
Yeah.
good, but may I speak with you?
What can I do for you?
No turn in there. Oh man, my eyes bugging me. Let's go ahead and deal with some of our inventory here. We need to clean a lot of this out. Yeah, pocket items I can't use. And the reason I can't use them is because... Hold on a second. Because that was down there. 127, and this is... Yeah, we want this over here. How did I miss that? Because I have a pocket item that I use all the time, and I'm not going to be replacing it, so that's why when I get a nice pocket item like this, I'm like, well, that's not usable. Can't use that for nothing. Let me open my shared storage. Go to reputation, and I'm going to throw that in there. Make sure that is account bound, not character. Okay, seems good. Taylor. Let's just type this in. Open up these recipes. And see if I can learn any of them before I do some selling. That makes a nice little item. Minimum level 30. Film. I think I have that rolling right now. Alright, now we can do some selling to clear out some of this. Alright, now that we've done that, one of the things I want to do is I want to look inside this large crafting carry-all. Find items in here that I don't intend on keeping and pull them out. So I can put things that I am keeping in here and they'll start collecting in here. I'm not doing anything with jewelry, so I'm pulling those out. It's an easy one to rare. This one's sapphire. It's an easy one for me to know that I can pull out. That's why I'm doing that. I'll end up sending the scholar stuff to my runekeeper, who is a scholar. So I'll keep the scholar stuff. Rubies. Alright. There. Now those will auto pull themselves in there from now on, and that is a good thing. Let's go ahead and open this up. What did we get? Mark acquisition. We'll just hold on to that for later. It is character based, yes. Otherwise, I'd throw it in my shared slots. Will I ever need that? Yeah, just get rid of it. And matter of importance, I do want to keep that as a class quest. Oh, these are quests. I'm sorry. All right, now let's delete. Not delete. Let's sell these items, clear up some bank space. No repairs. We're good. We're ready to continue on. I never use these things here. I'm sure the ones at higher level probably are fantastic. I never use them. Now, let's get back out there. Can you go back over here, turn some quests in? My eyes are watering bad today. Ugh. Come on. No. I thought it was server lag, but that time somehow I had stopped moving. I don't know what happened there. They had it on auto run. Very cool. This game is big on story, massive overarching story, and a lot of side stories and so forth. So if you have the patience, I highly recommend reading all of the quest dialogue as you go along. Some of it's extremely good. I think you miss a large part of what makes this game special if you're not reading the story. The reason I haven't taken the time reading it here on this one is because I've been through this content about 1,000 times. But it is very good. Come on, get back over here. Yep. Looking for the spot where I go back to get up to the quest givers. there yet? Yep. Almost passed it again. I did that the last time I went by here. But when I noticed it this time, I was like, I'm just about to pass that.
Why are you bothering me? This is intolerable. What is this world coming to? Why are you bothering me?
Voiceovers on this are just hilariously gooberish. We just finished a deed. Let's see here. It's a 2,000 for doing quest. Deed completed. Known to the Eggling. Okay, it's a reputation one. But we got 15 free coins out of it. That's freaking nice.
Tell me what you need or move along.
What I need is for you to stop being so mean. Here, finish now. And he gives us some more follow-ups.
I'll not be ignored. Will you let me speak my piece? I'll not be ignored. I'll not be ignored.
Just in case anybody was wondering, he will not be ignored. Okay, let's head over. I think I want to go over here first and do this area. Alright, we're all good there. What is over here that I'm supposed to be doing in the red? Noble deeds. Noble deeds. Collect orc shields. Okay. Alright, so it's going to fight the orcs. It's the little things that make you happy. Hopefully if I collect enough of this stuff up, the next time I go back to big city, I can craft and get my harvesting up to the next tier. Sorry? No, I left Discord, but getting back Lotro because New World, new expansion is or was killing my computer. It was killing your computer? Holy crap. I had heard something about that there was a new expansion for New World that came out. I have not checked it out yet. I played New World when it first came out, and I enjoyed the living crap out of that game. To me, it was well worth the 30-something bucks I spent on it. And, you know, I didn't like the end game content in it, but everything else I loved. Absolutely loved it. Whenever I'd finished everything I wanted to do, I uninstalled and went and played something else. So many bugs and issues with this expansion. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully they'll get it fixed. I've always been of mind that I've found with a lot of these games, especially MMORPGs, if they continue to exist for 5+ years after they come out, that's the key. If they continue to exist, that's kind of when you want to go back and play them from the beginning, because they've had enough time to get a lot of the bugs out. They've had enough time to figure out what they needed to add for quality of life. They've had enough time to add some expansions and so forth. I find that going back to older MMOs many years later is actually better than playing it when it first comes out. I would say Lord of the Rings Online is a good example of that. There is a ton to do in this game, and it's great content because it's been out for 16 years. EverQuest's another good example of that. You know, it's got 25+ years of content and quality of life changes and everything. And I'll say to this day, I will stand behind my statement that World of Warcraft Classic is really good. And I think that the hardcore servers they added is pretty freaking awesome. I haven't renewed my subscription as of late, but I want to. I know I'm spending a lot of time playing Lord of the Rings Online because it is my favorite MMO. And then some time on the side playing EverQuest as well. And if I added World of Warcraft Classic into it, I would just get that much more away from what I'm wanting to do, which is playing Lord of the Rings Online. So I haven't renewed my subscription, but at some point I likely will, because I really do enjoy World of Warcraft Classic. It's me, you know, anybody that loves it, the modern World of Warcraft, don't hate me for saying this, but to me, I hate modern World of Warcraft, the newer content. I love the old World of Warcraft. So, long-winded story. What I was getting around to is maybe a year or two from now, I'll go back and I'll get the expansion for that just came out for New World, and I'll play it then. But I won't play it right now. Bingo, don't stand in the fire. Dude, don't walk in the fire. What's wrong with you? So how are you doing today, Willy Billy Silly? I'm hoping your computer isn't completely dead. Alright. He found his stuff. quest should end right about here. He'll say he can make it back on his own. I would have thought so. There it is. Rescued him. And that opened up a quest back here for the turn-in. Now, let's go back over here and continue what we were doing. Still need lots of wargs. In fact, let me go ahead and... I just realized he's beating my butt. Oh, it's because I have something other than him marked. There's a wolf standing next to me I didn't know I had marked. I'm like, why is he not going down? Alright, let's heal ourselves up. Alright. So, what I was saying was, let's see, do we have a Slayer Deed? I don't think we have one. I'll probably just go ahead and buy one. Shared storage. No, we don't have any. So, give me just a second here. Brother's watching a football game in the other room, losing his mind. Uh, 150. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. How long does this last? 6 hours? That is exactly what I want. There we are. Okay. We got a deed here. What did we get? Finding stuff. Okay, it's discoveries. And let's go ahead and start this. So we'll have 6 hours of double Slayer Deed stuff. Brain's not working. Slayer Deed acceleration, thank you very much. Alright. So you can do it in half the time that it would normally take, basically, is why I did that. Since I'm going to be out here doing these quests, I want to go ahead and try to get these Slayer Deeds done at the same time. For anybody new to the game or thinking about playing the game, basically what that means is that instead of getting credit for killing one warg right here, when he dies I get credit for killing 2 wargs. So if I have to kill 60 of them for a Slayer Deed, I'll only have to kill 30 instead. Certainly something you do not have to do. The game does not require it. I'm just speeding it up because I have the points available. So I would not call it pay to win. It's not. It's just pay for convenience. And one of the really cool things about this game is that by playing the game, some of the deeds that you complete in the game actually give you the Lotro points. That is their store cash. So by playing the game, you earn the coins to pay for things in the game. It's a really cool thing. And they don't start out that way. Like the expansion right now and the new Mariner class are not purchasable with Lotro points. You have to purchase it with money. But eventually it will be added to the store where you can buy it for Lotro points. For instance, the mini expansion that came out last year before the Shadow, it was purchasable only by cash, you know, money. But then at a certain point, they made it available in the store for Lotro points. So if you collect up enough Lotro points, you can go buy the last mini expansion, the Before the Shadows expansion, with Lotro points. Eventually, the new Mariner class will be that way as well. It's probably sometime next summer would be my guess, is when that becomes available. But I'm just guessing. How many more of these guys do we need? 120, we're at 56. bit more elsewhere. Let's go on up the hill and work on the orcs up here. Gotten a character that I like to 100 yet. Have gotten. So I'm going to focus on trying to get to the last expansion level cap. Sorry, I missed part of that. Yep. First, before I move on to this expansion, so just gonna save Lotro points. Yeah, that makes sense. It's actually the thing I've been struggling with myself as I've been playing this character is I'm enjoying the Mariner class enough that I'm tempted to make it my new main. Just as I started my sprint combo, I should say, I ran into a mob, so that kind of defeated the purpose there. Here we are, Orc Slayer dude. Need to kill 60 of them, then we'll get the advanced version and have to kill 120 of them. I need to head over to the ranger over here to make sure that he doesn't have some side quest I can pick up before I continue killing these guys, because I'd like to do it at the same time if so. Oops, not what I wanted. There we are. Ah, very good. Ah, yes, he does have quests. That's what I figured.
How can I be of service?
Ah, I just finished that one. Okay. It doesn't have anything else right now. We'll go back up the hill and continue killing orcs. My brother's in the other room watching football, like I was saying before. He's yelling through the house, "Hell of a game, brother!" You know, that I'm missing it, and my thoughts are, It's a hell of a game in here on Lord of the Rings, brother. You're missing out on this. Very nice. Kind of weird how much I enjoy this game. Now, let me explain. What I mean is going around, you know, quest hub to quest hub and doing stuff. Because I complain about that in other games because it just seems... At times it feels like in other games like it's just, you know, chores and it's just a bunch of meaningless crap. Something about the way they do it in Lord of the Rings, I don't know why, I actually enjoy all these chores, so to speak. I find it relaxing. Just go around slaughtering these guys and completing these quests. We just finished that. Okay. Alright.
Greetings.
I thank you, Risiki, but my thanks are tempered with concern. I've never seen a force of orcs like this in Iridor before today, organized and well provisioned. They hold an encampment in an outlet within the Midgewater Pass and bear a strange charge on their banners and shields, one that I have not seen before. Their numbers at this camp are great, but the day may come when we can drive them howling from the lone lands. Not today, I fear, but perhaps not so far off. There is another matter that demands our attention, an urgent matter. We will see to the destruction of their camp in the Midgewater Pass later.
How can I be of service?
As I began my search for Radagast near the Midgewater Pass, I witnessed an orc messenger depart in great haste. Quickly I followed, trailing him eastwards along the shoulder of the hills and then south. But my search was interrupted. I could follow no further, for foul Crabane circled above, and to be discovered would be do great injury to our work here that I can permit. Then I can permit. I'll get it right eventually. Once again, I must call upon your aid. The messenger likely carries with him orders to the outlying camps. If you can intercept the messenger, we may learn the nature of these orders. So, armed, we will be better equipped to deal with the orc threat. Search among the orc camps in Glum Hollow to the west, and return to me with the orders this messenger surely possesses. I will seek sign of Radagast's passage elsewhere. Alright, so we're going to go over this way and see if we can find that messenger real quick. That's part of the epic story books, basically, which is why I took the time to reread it. For anybody that's never played Lord of the Rings Online, you have quests, you have deeds, you have all kinds of stuff, and you have epic quests. Those are the main storyline of the game. That's where you will do a lot of really cool stuff, like interacting with Radagast, Aragorn, Gandalf, so on and so forth. There's the messenger right there. that back to Kenneth.
How can I be of service?
These orders are written in the Black speech, Risiki, a tongue I have never desired to learn. I should have been prepared for this, but I hoped that we would learn something useful immediately. While you were seeking these orders, I followed signs of Radagast through the hills. I was not alone in this pursuit, as a patrol of orcs soon happened upon my location. I was forced to break off my pursuit, and I lost my bow as I evaded the orcs beneath the eaves of the wood. It was a close thing, Risiki. A close encounter that yielded insight into the orcs' leadership. You did well for your part, and soon we will understand the intentions of these orcs as well as their leadership.
What can I do for you?
I would have easily evaded the orcs I pursued, Risiki, were it not for the war master that traveled with them. Uzar, they called him, and gave to him what respect that their kind reserved for their strongest and fiercest warriors. It is likely that Uzar returned to Bleak Rift within the Midgewater Pass, for that seemed to be his domain. He must be slain, and whatever orders were given him recovered. Bleak Rift is northwest of here, on the northeastern edge of the Midgewater Pass, surrounded by a shallow body of water. Defeat War Master Uzar and look for a letter of some kind near his person. Turn to me victorious, and we will discuss further what must be done. Bleak Rift is likely to be a dangerous place, Risiki. Be careful. We'll continue my search for Radagast. Alright, and he also had a couple of other quests.
What do you need?
To get his bow back. The orcs took my bow from me, and while it would not be difficult to make a new one, I am loath to be parted from it. It is very dear to me, for it was passed down from my grandfather to my father, and from my father to me. One of War Master Uzar's archers has surely taken it for his own. Search the vicinity of the Midgewater Pass for archers bearing the mark of the White Hand. If you are truly brave, look too within Bleak Rift to the northwest. I have seen many archers in that place from a fair distance. One of them might have taken my bow as a spoil of war. Bring caution with you, Risiki. And one other quest.
Greetings.
While you trek within Bleak Rift searching the Uzar, be on the lookout for lockboxes or anything that has the appearance of value that the orcs may have stolen. If my hunch of Radagast is correct, then this will prepare you well for the future and the possibility of dealing with a variety of people here in the Lone Lands. I will say nothing more of them now, as they are private people, and it is not for me to reveal their secrets. You will know what I speak of should you see them, but you keep your search centered around the Bleak Rift. Alright, so we got some things to do over in this area. Basically in this area is where we're headed. So let's head that way. There we are. We completed Orc Slayer. And now we should get the advanced version to kill 120 of them and 5 free Lotro points. No, I am not. And welcome to the chat club. This is the brand new Mariner class. The new expansion, Corsairs of Umbar, went on pre-purchase this week, I think on Tuesday. And if you pre-purchase, you're able to create a Mariner right now. So this is the brand new class. If you're brand new to the game, since you mentioned Champion, I was just going to go ahead and say, if you're brand new to the game, Champion is an excellent class as your first class. Champion and Hunter are my two top classes that I tell people to try if they've never played the game before. And for new people that don't know, when you play a class in this game, you choose a I don't know what they call it. A trait. Okay, we'll call it a trait. So it's like blue, red, or yellow. And that greatly changes how you play that character. And most classes can perform two different roles by, doing this, like crowd control, DPS, tank, healer, So the yellow on the champion, I highly encourage new players to the game to go yellow on the champion. That makes you an AoE melee DPS, and you basically can just wade into a ton of mobs and slaughter them all very quickly. It's hella fun, and will put a smile on your face every time you do it. No problem. Just a word of warning, if you play this game for the first time ever, don't be shocked. Your character will look like crap when you make a new character, and they don't get better for a long time. the old gear in the game is very ugly, but you have cosmetic slots, and any gear you pick up you can use in these slots. You just put them in the individuals and come up with your own outfit, basically. But yeah, I always tell people that because they get in the game, they watch me and they're like, man, that looks cool. They get in the game, they create their character, and they're like, why does this game look like complete and utter crap? Because 16 years ago they made really ugly cosmetics. I'm sorry to say. Now, if you get the Before the Shadow expansion from last year, you can start in the Before the Shadows area. When you're creating your character, you can go up and click on the thing to choose your tutorial and start in the Shadows Vangmar, or not Shadows Vangmar, sorry, Before the Shadows area, and the equipment there, I believe, is better looking than the old one. And I happen to really love the Before the Shadows starting area. It is one of my favorites. It's the first time that they added new starting areas in many, many, many years. So, I'm a huge fan of Before the Shadow. Before the Shadow content will take you from level 1 up to the 20s. We got everything here. We get his bow? I believe we did. Yep, we got his bow. I see it there in the quest list saying to bring it back to him. Where are we at on this? 44 of 120 for the Slayer deed. And while we're learning, let's go ahead and point out the Slayer deeds. If you click right here, open your deed log. These little tabs down here, there's tons of them. These are different areas, different focuses, and so forth. So if I go to, hold on, which one is it? Lone Lands. That's where I'm at right now. Now look at the Slayer. These are all the Slayer deeds right here. You can see I'm working on the Orc Slayer Advanced one. I need to finish killing 120 total of them, and that right there is the big reason. 2,000 virtue experience. So if I hit J and I click on this thing right here for the Virtues tab, Virtue Traits, you get virtue experience that increases these, and you can have up to 5 by the time that you're level 23, I think it is, and you choose which ones you want slotted up there. You can learn all of them, but you can see that it gives you all kinds of bonuses and stuff. You can change your character, make him better in more vast ways than with the virtues, as well as everything else that you're doing in the game. And you can see this is level 13 of 15 I can go to on this virtue. As I level up, the max goes up and up and up. So yeah, you choose. Currently, I'm working on honor over here. It's 6 of 15. That's giving me maximum morale, tactical mitigation, critical defense. So that's why I do Slayer deeds, is to get virtue experience, to get virtue traits. There's many facets of this game. Because again, it is a 16-year-old game, so there's a lot of systems in this game. And the best advice I can give to anybody new to the game, he just disappeared, is make friends with somebody. Join a kinship that's willing to help you and answer your questions, because this game is very complex, and there are many things in this game, like the legendary item system, that the game does not do a good job of explaining in-game. Having friends that can help explain to you and answer your questions is the very best way to play Lord of the Rings online. My God, my brother and they're going crazy over that football game. Don't get me wrong, I like football. He's in there going, wah, wah, wah.
How can I be of service?
Another letter written in the black speech, Risiki, and its meaning evades me as did that of its fellow. This one, however, bears the mark of the white hand. I must know what message this letter bears, Risiki. This is not a task for you, Risiki. I have finally discovered information on the whereabouts of Radagast, but there is something that you should see first. Let's see what we got here is rewards. Go ahead and take them. We're not going to put either of them on.
What do you need?
As I was returning from the lands to the east, the night sky over Weathertop was lit by bright flashes of white light, akin to lightning. Yet no clouds darkened the sky, and of thunder there was no sound. I think that no ordinary storm visited Ammon's soul that night. I ask you to search the ruins atop Weathertop and see if there is anything to find, my friend. If you find anything out of the ordinary, return to me immediately.
What can
Thank
I do?
you, my friend. This bow will yet slay many orcs before his time is ended. I thank you for its happy return.
How can I be of service?
Yes, I think that these will do nicely. More on that in a short while, but for there is much more to do about these orcs before I send you onward to the inhabitants of the Lone Lands. Alright, cool. So we're going to go up to the top of Weathertop here, right next to us, and see what's going on up there. We'll just walk. Sure, we'll run into plenty of things to kill. I could be wrong. Getting back on my mount. For anybody coming into the game or returning to the game, I will say that this is a perfect time for that. We're in October, which means that the Halloween seasonal event will be starting up here soon, and it's really cool. There's a lot of cool things to do in it. I thought that was a mob, but it's not. And you can gain some really nice cosmetic items and stuff. So it is a perfect time to come back into the game. Always love the Halloween event. It and the Christmas event are my two favorites in this game. And I'm stuck. There we go. A little bit of server lag there when I was stuttering. Anybody new to the game, I'm just point out right now, you will get lag. The game has a lot of lag. They've been working on it for years, and they'll probably be working on it for many more. It's a very old code base, and they've had a lot of trouble making it work better, I should say. Was it? Hold on. Is that it? Yeah, that was the whole reason to come up here, was that stone had been hit by lightning. So now we can go back down. And for anybody asking, because I've been asked this a lot in the past, is the game still active? Are the servers active? Yes. Yes. And yes. A lot of people play this game on all the servers that they have. It is a very massive world, and people are spread out because of that, but you still see people, like I just went by somebody back there, all the time. It's a very active game. Which inadvertently also leads to the lag issues that we notice on the server. But I will point out, like I've said many times on my streams, if the game wasn't so amazingly good, none of us would put up with the lag. So that should be a testament to how good the game actually is. If you're watching over on Twitch right now, do me a favor and hit the follow. If you're watching me on YouTube, that means you're watching the rebroadcast. When I get done with my Twitches, I export most of them to YouTube. Not all of them, but most of them. If you're watching over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment because it makes the algorithm happy. And if the algorithm's happy, it's me happy. Also, follow me on Twitter. It's @FaronTheGnome. I put up screenshots and talk with people and let them know when I'm going live and what I'm planning and stuff like that on there, which we will do right now. We'll grab a screenshot and put that out on the X, as they say these days. There we are. And reply. Back over to Twitch. And back into the game, and we'll continue on. Alright, book 2, chapter 4.
How can I be of service?
Oh, you have found something. Let me see this rock rubbing you have made. The runes are common, but I do not know what they signify. I am afraid this does not tell me much of the lightning, Risiki, but it tells me something of the source, likely the same person responsible for sending you to me.
How can I be of service?
Risiki, I have news of Radagast, but I must ask you once again for assistance here. The letter you recovered from Bleak Rift speaks of the orcs' true goals, taking control of Amun Sol. Orc forces are to move towards the crest of Amun Sol under cover of night. We'll move in a large group, establishing small units along the paths from that larger force. We cannot stand against the force when they are assembled, but we can once they are splintered. They wish to establish an encampment that will allow them advantage over the entirety of the Lone Lands. You must fool their plans, Risiki. Gather allies and return to me when you are ready. Together we shall scale Amun Sol and defeat Rigel. Rigel, I'll go with Rigel, their leader, before he can carry out his master's will. Okay. Looks like Twitch has us in a an ad break right now, so I'm gonna wait to do this until everybody is here. Luckily, they're only 30-second ad breaks. I hope that doesn't bother people, but Twitch has to make their money. So. We should be back here in a few seconds. Alright, welcome back everybody. So, we have a quest. I don't want that one. Hold on. How do I do this? Dr. Candith and retake Weathertop with a fellow. Oh, no. I took the wrong one. Cancel that. We don't want the fellowship version.
Greetings.
Solo. That's the one we want. It's the exact same thing. It's just different difficulty. Alright. So, here we go.
What do you need?
Weathertop, once a watchtower of the Dunedain, now a refuge for orcs. Candaith the Ranger strives to break their foothold in the Weather Hills.
We must make
How can I be of
haste.
service?
We must make haste, Risiki. We have the leaders of these Urukai cornered like rats upon the slopes of Weathertop. If we can defeat them, we may yet break the will of this war band and drive them whimpering to their masters in the south. Be prepared for anything. Their leaders have all gathered on the hill. Then we shall kill them together. Yeah, what's he say now? It says, wait, anything comes this way and it'll be sorry, blah, 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 blah. Let's kill them. I like how he's walking away saying, you'll pay for that. How about, no, I won't. Just waiting on Canada to get back to me. It's one of the things, the pathing in the game when you're doing these things like this, I wish they would revisit it, but I'm sure it's like 16-year-old code, if not longer. After they do something like this, they've gone up there, they will go back and reset where they were, and then they come forward again. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. I'm going to pick up this torch, and then I'll walk over to this, and it will catch it on fire. Now make them run down to us, and we'll fight them. They're so much lower than me. I can do my one AoE ability I have on the Mariner, and it kills them all. Just one shot. Alright. The road diverges ahead. We will need to split up. Remember the torches. Light the bonfires. This may help you. You need to be swift. These orcs must be driven out of the Lone Lands. You cannot fail here. The path diverging said that. I shall follow the trail to the right. You follow the path to the left. If all goes well, we will meet again upon the peak of Weathertop. Wait until I have passed from sight before you proceed. Remember, we must defeat the leaders of this war band if we are to discourage them. Use the torches you find on the unlit pyres along the path. They may draw the attention of nearby orcs. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm going. We'll go ahead and grab this torch and light this to see if we can bring anything down. We're getting very close to digging level 31 here. I'm literally just barely touching them and they're dying. They're level 22. Came here a little later than what this was necessary for. Don't get me wrong, they're not hard in the first place, but level 30 against 22 is insanely easy. Let's go ahead and grab a torch and light that, see if it does anything. Where's the pyre? Did I miss it? Huh. Okay. Well, I've got a torch now. I can't get rid of the torch. How do I get rid of my torch? I don't remember how to. Yes, there we are. Luckily they couldn't kill me. There's a pyre right there. Oh well, doesn't matter. Seeing as they're so low, I'm just going to collect them all up and pretend that I'm a champion. There we are. He's defeated. I went the wrong way. I forgot that splits right back there. You had to go up to the gate to get him to come out so you could kill him because he was one of the people you needed to defeat. But after that, you turn and go right back up here to this gate. And I believe on this one we're going to need to light the power there to get them to come racing down and open the gate for us. Yep, here they come. We've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes here, so when I finish this and go turn this quest in, I'm going to take a break, export this particular stream out to YouTube, and come back in probably 30 minutes after I make me a little something to eat. What time is it anyway? It is, yeah, it's noontime, that's what I thought. Make me some lunch, eat, come back, and we'll start another stream. Continuing on from here. There it is, level 31. Didn't get any new abilities auto-granted to me, but we got a point to spend in here. 3 attacks on that one. And... hold on, what? Additional bleed. Lunge applies a bleed, duration 10 seconds. Negative 2-second lunge cooldown. I like that. So if I do this into lunge, it's even better. Grants access to command compound attack. A quick series of rapid strikes. Subsequent ranks will increase its damage. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to take that most likely. Increase damage over time. Okay. The dot potencies. I don't know where I'll put it. I've got so many abilities right now as it is, but I'm going to take it because that's really cool. So currently I'm using Sweep and Advance, Aggressive Strike. That is a very heavy strike though. I don't want to not use that. This one oh man, that's a big damager too. I didn't realize that. I like this one a lot. 3 attacks at that damage. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that right here. Yeah. I don't know how often I'll get to it. I'm going to swap this out with that one right there. And I'll put this here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. This is still good. We now have a 4th spot. We got this one for Will. We'll go ahead and slot it, even though we don't use Will because we don't have another racial trait open to us yet. And we're still good here, 6 of 15. We're nowhere near maxing that out, so we're good. I want to see what that looks like. That's cool. Alright, we just finished the Goblin Slayer Advanced Deed. So that gained us 2,000 Virtue Experience. And we finished one of the Overarching Slayer ones, which when we get all these done, we get 2,000 from it as well. And we gained 10 Lotro points. So if we look back over here, I said this here, see how it grew some? 626 more Virtue until it hits 9. That's the reason I'm grinding the deeds for Virtue. Why is it not giving me this guy? There we are. I love that. That is so cool looking. Some of the animations they did on the Mariner is just fantastic. Almost to the top up here. Alright, there's Candace up there. We've reached the top. Looks like he's hurt. You have done well, Risiki. Better than I, it appears. Urukai and orcs nearly bested me, and my wounds run deep. But you must not concern yourself with me now. Beyond that gate is the Uruk, who leads this force. Pass through the gate and defeat him. We cannot allow these orcs to have a hold in the north. Alright, so he's going to open the gate for us, and he's going to stand here looking for anybody coming from behind, and we're going to go in and take care of the big baddie. Which won't take long. And he's dead. But there's a troll running at us. Can we use this ability? We can. Oh. There we are. Here comes Candace. You did very well. Ugh. My wounds are grievous, but I shall recover. Come, we shall return to my camp.
What can I do for you?
Do not concern yourself with the orcs that remain. This far removed from the Southlands, they will dwindle and become only a small danger to travelers through the Lonelands. We have won a pivotal battle, my friend. You have earned some rest, I think, for the great threat posed by these orcs is now finished. Now, let me aid you in your endeavor to find Radagast the Brown. Let's see what our rewards are here.
How can I be of service?
I managed to track Radagast south, and there met friends, the Eglain, who make some ruins here in the Lonelands their home. They are solitary and quiet people, having shunned societal obligation for a simple life like life eked out here. Excuse me. The few that do venture towards the more civilized areas of the world are still different than most you will ever meet. Because of this nature, they are truly wary of anyone who wishes to traffic with them or their allies, and it seems that Radagast has enlisted their aid not only now, but at some time in the distant past. I fear that you will need to earn the right to speak with Radagast. I have done what part I can. My horse will take you south and west to the Forsaken Inn. There you should seek an audience with Gaderick Muntz. He will know your name. Be safe, Risiki. Alright, so let's go. Didn't he say that? Oh, that's right. You have to click him. And show me your travel destinations, Forsaken Inn. It's a quick travel. I didn't realize that. Feet trolls and it's another one of our Slayer deeds. Here he is.
What do you need?
Wolf tails, war tusk, and orc shields. This isn't. Is him? This is him. This is another guy. You are quite the skilled warrior. It may seem a menial task to you, but believe me when I say this is much appreciated. The people here at the inn struggle enough without worrying about the wildlife and evils that are spreading unhindered. Ever since those lights appeared atop Weathertop, we've had one trouble after another, and there isn't a sign of relief in sight. Take the small reward, you've earned it. So I doubt anything here is going to be an upgrade for me at this point. So we're just going to take stuff and continue on.
Would you do something for me?
You handled yourself very well against the orcs, swine, and wolves. I think you may be able to assist my deputy. Sorry. He headed out to the camp on the far eastern side of Minas Ithil. He is watching over one of the workers there and the brother of that ornery fellow, Gadrick. If you are interested in helping him out with the task I put before him, seek him at the camp at the far eastern edge of Minas Ithil. I believe that is this. Yeah, it's that right over there where we've been. They had the quest people, but there should be a guy in here that we're supposed to go to for the epic book that we're working on. It should be right here.
Woe to me.
Kenneth is a good man who has taken a chance by giving us his word that you can be trusted. For his sake and our continued friendship with him, I hope that you are worth the risk. We are simple people who wish to remain apart from society, but there are efforts that all must undertake to survive. We will ask you for assistance to prove that you are worthy. Find to speak with the master of the Eggling in the Forsaken Inn, and there. Yeah, we did that. Can you?
I'm sorry.
You have told long, and
Did
we
you
are
need
grateful
something?
for all you have done. You appear to have the best intentions towards our people. For this, we will grant you the request you ask.
Might I take a moment of
Here
your
we are.
time?
You have been patient, Risiki. You must understand, we are solitary people. We hold our friends dear to us and protect them as we can. Radagast is such a friend, and here at the behest of our leader to aid us with a terror emerging from a long slumber. He has taken residence in the ruins of Osgoroth, the place we call home. You are welcome to make the journey to the east. The ruin is north of the Great East Road before the road snakes between the northern and southern swamp. Seek Radagast within the tower. Perhaps there is a way that you can aid him, as he will surely aid you. There we have it. Alright, so anybody else in here I need to do turn-ins to? I don't think so. Let me make sure. Over here.
Oh, woe be me.
Okay, this was the guy that was captured that we recovered, or we helped get away and get his father's sword back. He was captured by the goblins. Ha! Fools running off to make deals with goblins deserve what they get. You rescued him, though, and that makes you a better man than I guess. I did empty his room when he didn't come back and that note appeared. I took what was owed me, but you can have the rest. Such a good person as yourself ought to be given something for helping a fool like him. So we are going to get these marbles and an item, none of which really seems like an upgrade. We'll go ahead and finish that quest and make sure. Nope. Okay. So we're good here. We are good and ready to move on to Ostgoroth. Very good. Let me see. He didn't give me anything. No. Okay. All right. So let me check my map. We are going over here to Ostgoroth, and there is a stable master there. I don't have that stable master yet, but I'm going to use a mithril coin to get there. I do that on my new characters when I'm first going through, just to make it faster.
Greetings.
You definitely do not have to do this. I have a lot of them because I buy all of the expansions, I buy the most expensive versions, and so on and so forth. So I have a lot of mithril coins sitting around, and when I create new characters, as I'm going to new stable master spots, usually that's when I'll use my coins. I never suggest anybody using coins on anything. There's just no need to it. I do it for the streams to make things faster. Oh my. So after we get over here to Radagast, we're going to talk to Radagast, and then I'm going to end this stream and take a break. Go get some lunch and go in the living room and watch my brother throw fits over the football game he's watching right now. I wonder if I could buy some. Yeah, I should. I should go buy some new keycaps. And then make labels to put on it and put those on this keypad I have specifically for Lord of the Rings. I think that would be smart. And I need to set these keys up here for shift. I need to find my software that programs it. I use, I don't know if there's a name on this thing. Yeah, there is. Coolertron. You can see that back there. Let me get back to a screen where I can actually see what I'm doing, because that would be helpful to know if I'm showing y'all this correctly. I use this for my MMORPGs. Coolertron. I got it off of Amazon. There's a bunch of different ones. And what it is it's a keypad where you can program the individual keys. And I wrote on it. So basically, what I did was I wanted all of my alt keys, like you hit Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, control keys, control 1, control, in every MMO, they've got those, and you have to do 2 keys. I'm older, my hands don't work great. I want to hit one button to do Alt 1, not Alt 1. I want to hit one button. That's what I did. I programmed this so I have my Alt 1s, my Alt keys, my control keys, and I need to do this top one up here for my Shift keys. So it makes it easier for me to be able to do those rather than having to use 2 fingers to do Alt numbers and all that. So that's what I was saying is I'm going to go buy me some new keycaps to put on here and probably print out some little things for it to put on them instead of it just being A5 and so on and so forth. I think that'll be cool. But you can use that in pretty much any MMO. All it's doing is you're loading up the software that came with it, and I'll admit the software is in Chinese or something like that. It's kind of hard to understand. There's a little bit of English in it, but in that program, it's plugged into the USB port, and you program this key to be this key, this key to be this key, so on and so forth. And you save it. It saves it into the chipset in the keyboard. Then you get rid of the program, and any computer you plug it into, the keyboard does those keys when you press the buttons. So it's pretty cool. I like that.
Greetings.
All right, so now we got that Stable Master path. We don't have to pay for that ever again. If we would have just rode here on our own, it would have taken longer. We could have done that. It wouldn't have cost us anything to get here to get that Stable Master. That's what I was trying to point out before. You don't have to spend Mithril coins, and I suggest you don't. Keep them for very special things that you need, that you may want to get. I spend them just because I have them, and it makes it faster for me to show you things on the stream.
Stay a moment.
I received a message from a man, perhaps you know of him. He is a ranger by the name of Kendeth. The details are vague, but it seems of great importance that you talk to him. I believe it concerns the enemy's movements. This is funny. I'm getting this quest out of order. That's kind of funny. He is staying at a camp northwest of Weathertop, blah, 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 blah. They're literally giving me a quest to go back there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stop right here. We'll start with Radagast when I get back. So that's going to do it for this particular one. And just as I say that, I can see that Twitch just threw up an ad break. That's fantastic. So all the people I was talking to literally can't hear this because they're in an ad break right now. So the ad breaks are 30 seconds. We'll wait for it to end, and then I'll end this. So that being said, let's go on to Radagast. Now it looks like Twitch decided to go with a full minute this time, not a 30-second. That's lovely. Come on, please open. It says it's already in use. I'm just waiting for the server to decide that it actually wants to open the door. There we are. The ad's showing the new season 2 of Loki. I so want to see that. It looks very cool. Alright, everybody's back from the ad break. Apparently Twitch decided that y'all needed a minute of ads, so it is what it is. Here we are. Oh, and look at this right here. She also has the outfit on from the Ultimate Fan version. Oh, now she went to an instance. But the hat that she saw on, that's the hat you get with this outfit. I just don't use the hat. I didn't like the way it did my hair. It like bundled it all up and into the top. Yeah, I didn't like that. So that's why I went with a different headpiece than the one that came with the set. I know, lots of meaningless stuff. Just babbling. So let's talk to Radagast real quick, and we will end this particular stream.
Why come you here?
The Egglane let you in, did they? I've been expecting you, though, sooner rather than later. You have, in fact, taken your time. I understand you found something upon Weathertop? This rubbing, I do believe it is a G rune, a mark oft used by Gandalf the Grey, another of my order. I guess from the description of those 3 lines that he was at Amon's Soul on October the 3rd. Wow, that's interesting. It's not that far from October 3rd right now. In real life, not but a few days past, in fact. I too saw the lightning upon Weathertop and fear that Gandalf found trouble there. I have not seen him since we parted at Sarnford, so I can tell you no more of him or his travels. Of this place I can tell you much, but make reason of very little. Make reason of very little. Okay. We're going to get to choose something. It'll just take that.
Will you help me?
I will. The land itself is turning against us, and I know not the reason why. Even the shepherds are twisted shadows of their former selves. I speak of the bog prowlers, those that tend to the trees. If I can discern what is twisting the shepherds, I may be able to determine what is fouling the land. Bring me the moss that they use to line their nest. They roam the swamp to the east of here. Remember, I do not wish to harm the shepherds, no matter how confused they appear. They are innocent victims of the corruption and know not the harm they do. So that is a continuation of our epic book. It's book 2, chapter 8. We're going out there to get their nest. And that's where we will pick up on the next stream. I'm going to take probably a 30-minute break or so to eat lunch and do some errands. Maybe if I do errands, maybe a little bit longer. But the point is, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, and you'll know when I'm back. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. We don't know. I appreciate all of y'all hanging out here. I hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'm on almost every single day. Until next time, y'all have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. If I don't see you later on, and I'll talk to y'all later. This is Ferone the Gnome signing off. Bye bye.